Hey, what's going on, guys? I am taking this video of a bar that I'm making. I kind of wish I would have started a video sooner, but you can kind of see that I'm starting the frame first. These three were all separate boxes, 21 inches, 27, 21, or I'll just put the measurements and tools I used and cost as well in the description. But you can basically see the 6 foot long bar, 36 inches tall and 42 inches high. From my research, it's bar regular, so I kind of wanted to keep it that way. There will be another bar end here, about 2 more feet, with a 90-degree angle middle piece there. So it should seat at least 4 people comfortably. Could probably squish another fifth person in there. It's gonna be pretty dope. So next is going to be the brackets to support the counter from here to here, and then also along the bar side. So that is next. Okay, so I know I said I was going to do the brackets next, but got a little distracted because I sort of did a little mock-up here. Nothing's screwed in yet, so it's not final on this end. This isn't on either. So this appears to be, it's going to fit the mini fridge right here, and then storage right below here. So that is ultimately that's it. That's looking good. I measured out the specifications to the mini fridge, so it's going to fit almost perfectly with an inch of room, which would be awesome. It's going to be flawless looking. I am done for the day, so tomorrow is a new day, and I will have this baby, I will pretty much have the skeleton done. I hope to have it done all day tomorrow. Oh yeah. Okay, so got these brackets in, and that's really all I did to this bit right here. I think I might just leave these open, because then I'll put the plywood down just right through here. I'll put a piece here and then the table all one sheet, and then on the other side here is where more plywood will go to just cover it up. Well, this is what I worked on today. The other end of the bar. This came out really nice. Very shocked at how good it came out. So this is where the mini fridge will go. And here is where, so this is going to be 2 pieces. They're going to connect once they're in the room that I'm going to put it in. So this will ultimately match up once there's plywood on 2 sides. And you get the idea. And then I will find a way to lock them together. That way they are nice and connected. So it's going to look pretty darn sweet. It's just going to be, I mean, the cabinets are going to extend out through here. Or the cabinet, the counter. The counter's going to extend through here, and then it's just going to fan out all the way to this end here, and it's going to separate. What I do plan to do is run a lot of like electricity through here, like, you know, lights, electrical appliances, things like that. So this middle piece, I was going to close it off, but now I want to keep it open for a power strip or surge protector for everything like the fridge, maybe a microwave, blender, you know, those types of things, other lighting fixtures, and then those will all be housed in there. So I'll be able to have a little bit of wiggle room after further measurement to just go in and turn everything on. Yeah, this is coming along. All right, so as you can see, I've been pretty busy getting the boxes on. This was probably the trickiest here, just because as you can see I had to cut it quite a bit just to get it in there right. I'm not too worried about this at all, and if you're a first-time builder, you shouldn't be either. Especially if, as long as your vision is in mind and you know what you want to do, then things like this, for as large as a project this is, it's never going to be perfect unless you're a construction worker or a contractor. So, I mean, my first time doing anything like this, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Because anyway, when the fridge is there, you're not going to see that. So, I'll just get a little closer look for you in here. I had to cut it quite a different ways with the table saw and the jigsaw, just to get it in there nice and fine. And then those boxes, you can see I got one panel up right in here. Unfortunately, my measurements were just a tad off with my microwave going in here, so I don't necessarily mind again with something as unsightly as this might seem compared to this. I don't exactly mind because my microwave will be in here, and then there'll be some storage down here. So no one's going to see that kind of thing. If you're going to be the only one back here and you really don't mind who sees it, then you can pretty much just continue with your vision. If you do mind and you people are going to see it, maybe judge you for it, then maybe take a little extra time and double check your measurements. But so far this is coming along great, and I couldn't be happier. Now I'm just going to finish up these walls and start with the shelving brackets so that I can get my shelving done in there. And once I get my mini fridge in, that's when I'm going to be able to do the proper measurements to have it set in nice and perfectly, so I'll be able to see exactly how I'm going to make that countertop work. And so now you can see I got the shelving in. It came out exactly how I wanted it to. If you notice, they sort of float, for the exception of this one. It came out a little further with the brackets, but the brackets, just a simple piece of leftover wood I had, and then these were by little dowels. I just chopped up little dowels and made the shelving for those to give you the impression that it's floating, right? So when you look at it from the top, it looks pretty rad. And so right here, if you can kind of see this little shelf, this is going to be the top of something where I'm going to build a box with inside. There will be a little door that swivels open, and I'm going to have a display case right here. So on the other side of the bar, when I put this big sheet on the front, I'm going to cut out a little window, and on the inside screw in some plexiglass and do a little bit of a light fixture. So I mean, I wanted this little top here to mount a light fixture underneath. That way it would shine down, whether I have bottles on display or whatever it might be, something fun, something cool to do. That's probably gonna be the last thing I'll do until I get my hand on some plexiglass. My next step is to start on the outside. I got all the pieces cut. All the pieces are nice and cut, ready to go on the sides, and it's gonna look more like a bar here in just a sec. Real quick before I get started on these walls, guys, is just a little piece of advice. If you label your pieces and all your parts, every piece in this project is different. There really isn't any match to it, believe it or not, for the most part. But what I can suggest is label all of your pieces. That way you know exactly where everything goes. It'll save you time from having to unscrew things. Like for instance, this part right here, how this has two walls in it, it's going to be a little different than this one, which basically doesn't have any walls. So the two of them, these two shelves, are different in size, but it's nice to just label them. That way you know which one goes where, and you can effectively make your build a lot faster. All right, so as you can see, I've been pretty busy since that last little video. It's been a couple of days, not gonna lie. But with this, you can noticeably see I got a countertop on there, and I've kind of got a mock-up of how the bar top's gonna sit. Now, I wanna show you this. Which is pretty cool. It's a little different, a little bit of a twist that I wanted to make on this bar here, and that's this little piece. You saw in that last little video, it was hollowed out, similar to that. Well, my idea with this is going to house a little box, and on the other side, the back piece here is going to have some plexiglass, and I think it's going to look really cool. if on the on the passenger side, on the customer side of the bar, I'm gonna have a little light show going on, maybe do some neon lights in there, but just something to sort of spice up the bar, so as soon as you come up to it, it really stands out. You can see how I've really I got the mini fridge in now, so you can see how I've really sort of made it fit. Now I made it a little bigger to give it some room, not only for things like heat and stuff, but also if I ever wanted to upgrade the fridge, that's going to be important too, to have the size to do that, since this one's a little older that I got. I want to show you the walls. Walls on the side, and then walls on this side. This was a little tricky, guys. So with the 45-degree angle cuts, like I said, I'm not a pro at this, so this was kind of a challenge for me to get these cuts in. But I think they came out really nice, and everyone's going to be up here anyway. So no one's, unless you're going to show this at a reward show or something. On a reward show, but like a contest, this isn't going to matter. It's just something for the buddies to come hang out at, and stuff like this isn't exactly going to be looked at all day long. What I wanted to also show you was how I got the countertop to fit in here in this little nook. Not exactly sure, if this is going to have any real purpose, but just to make it flush. Once this is actually nice and fastened together, it's going to look real nice and flush, and it's gonna, for people who are looking over the bar end and seeing your countertop, it's gonna look really nice. I also wanted to notice or point out that I have these holes drilled here in the back. So because I do plan on putting a lot of like electrical appliances, in this bar, I wanted there to be room to have cables run. And as I mentioned earlier, on this side of the mini fridge, there's a little like shelving area back here, tucked in the corner of this nook. That's where I'm going to house the power strip, and everything's going to be run through that central area. And then all the cables, I'll probably just, I'll make it neater. I'll run them up to the corner and then down in below. But mostly for this microwave here, the cord is actually going to run through the top, and then, I'm sorry, down through the bottom, and then all the way up into the top. So, extension cables are a must. If you do want electrical bar, or electric lighting in your bar, like underneath to make it glow, that's certainly going to be required, and also for that mini fridge there to power that thing. And then you want to make an outlet, of which I'll still end up having to drill probably on the bottom here, so that it can go directly into a wall. But so that's what I've been up to, and as you can see, I'm getting ready to put the back piece on. So, you notice I haven't done that yet. It's because I am waiting for that plexiglass to come in. So when that comes in, then I'll be making the proper measurements to make it look really nice. So far, this thing is really gonna come along as I intended. Oh, real quick, this part right here. It's a little more, my idea in my head was that this was all going to be one flush countertop. Well, that obviously doesn't happen with the mini fridge there, so my plan here is to make a designated area for like margaritas or for cutting fruit. This is going to be like the cutting board area, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Boom! This happened over the past couple of days. Cabinets, got cabinets in, and as you can see, painted. Got a fresh coat of black. This guy is damn near complete now. This is what I really wanted to show everyone. That little piece of glass right there is that little compartment there that we're gonna do something really cool with. Yeah. Stick a little black light in there, a couple of neon liquid and some alcohol bottles, make it look really cool, and just like a nice piece while you're sitting at the bar as you approach the bar. It's gonna make it look, it's just gonna make it pop. It's gonna really brighten the room a little bit and kind of add to a lot of the other decorations we're gonna have. So just to show you what I'm up to, oh yeah, and this little guy, all right, where is it? That little guy. If I can find it, guys. There it is.
So this I got at Radio Shack. You can pretty much get them anywhere, even online. Just a neat little like adaptation. It's just gonna wedge right in there, and this way I have an outlet for appliances or just things like on the tabletop. If I can charge my phone there. It's gonna just come in handy. So I've routed this adapter to go through that hole, out that hole, in there, and then out, well, through here, and then in the little shelf area. I don't know if you can see that. It's all painted black now, so so that's going to house the whole power strip unit. It's going to patch power everything that the bar is going to have. Man, this has really come along. So really, next is just finishing up the bar top. Get that epoxied. This is what I ended up picking up. This stuff here. We're gonna see how that works. I've never done this before, so it'll be my first time. So we'll definitely see. As you can see, I still have to paint the actual bar top here for this side, and then this bar top for this side. So that all needs to come together and get painted as well before we lay down the epoxy. So far, this is exactly how I wanted it, and hopefully the next couple of videos will be the finished product. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the finished product. Maybe not exactly finished product, since I still have to do the epoxy on top, and I got a little treat for you in addition to that. So, but as you can see, this is my vision already come to life. Put my mind to it, and I dids it. All right, yeah, got it all painted. Yep, fresh second coat. Yeah, this came out exactly how I wanted it to. Not a damn thing different. Oh boy, we're in trouble now. So next video is going to be essentially the bar top, and this will be in my bar, no longer for the past 3 weeks in my garage. So this will be out of here, and then it's on to a few drinks in the next project. All right, you guys ready for it? Bam! That is the bar. This is my little treat for you guys. These are comic book strips, all cut up and then meticulously placed. This is my amazing wife's idea. Shout out to her. But check it out, guys. This is all done. You see, I have this epoxy resin I put on that I mentioned, and all nice and smooth and shiny. Man. Oh, in case you're wondering, we just printed out pictures from the internet, cut them out onto regular printer paper, and used Mod Podge to seal it all together. Gotta say though, get ready for some work if you plan on doing this yourself. As far as time, it's just real time consuming. And then we just masked them onto the edges. You can see real nice and shiny there, and it's very protective. We've already broken it in, so I can tell you from experience, it's worked. So that's that little nook I was telling you guys about. I have since created this thing. Oh boy. I have since created the bar, installed the black light. I want to show you guys how it looks. You can see you can't even, the black light is basically protected. You can't see it. Oh man, but it looks good. It looks real good. A little too bright for today, but you can see that, you know, certainly at nighttime, get a few more bottles in there and make it really glow. Yeah, so it all worked out really nice so far for the amount of people that I've had in my bar. This is I've gotten nothing but stellar comments. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the process and watching me build this bar. It was definitely a pain in the fucking ass. Took about 3 4 weeks. With obviously days that I didn't feel like even touching it. So when it came down to it, I had to get it done. So I couldn't just let it sit. Fully stocked. Oh geez, we're in trouble now. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and I hope you liked the bar. Leave any comments if you think maybe if I missed something or if I should add something. I mean, certainly I'm getting accessories like bar mats and stuff, more things for the bar, but maybe for future projects, if I end up building another bar again, I'd like to hear comments. I'd like to hear things that you guys would like to see, since I kind of had a vision in mind and just decided that that's exactly what I was going to do. But let me know. Again, guys, thanks for watching and hope you liked it. This turned out so amazingly well. Gotten so much great feedback. And I'd like to hear about bars that maybe you've built. I'd like to see links to videos maybe that you've taken on building your bars. This was my first bar, my first giant project. So I'd like to hear more, guys.